Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. In today's video, we will talk about who and whom. I have seen many people having confusion between who and whom, when to use these words, how to use them. So today, we will get into it in detail. You just have to keep one thing in mind, that we use these words when we talk about people, only people. So, let's get started. Who and whom. So, where do we use who and where do we use whom? This is used in place of a subject and whom is used in place of an object. So, we very well know what is an object, what is a subject. A subject is the doer in a sentence, okay, the one who performs an action. And when we do not have a main verb in a sentence, then subject is the one who we are talking about or what we are talking about, okay. Now an object is the one who receives an action, okay. The action is being done upon an object. So we have done this and we know this, okay. Now here we have an example. Max loves Jenny, okay. So here the verb is, the action is loves, okay. Now what is an object here? Max, because Max loves Jenny, so Max is a doer here and Max is an object. Oh, I'm sorry, Max is a subject, okay. Now Max loves Jenny. Okay, so Jenny is the one who receives an action here. So Jenny is an object. Okay. Now, if you want to get some information about Max, then you will use who. And when you want some information about the object, about Jenny, you will use whom. Okay. Now, let's suppose there is a sentence, Someone loves Jenny, okay. Someone loves Jenny. Now you want to know about this someone, okay. So because you want some information about the subject, so you will use who. Who loves Jenny? Who loves Jenny? Okay. Now if the sentence is like this, Max loves someone, okay. Now you want some information about the object. Max loves someone. You want to know about that someone, that person, okay. So you will use whom. Whom does Max love? Okay, does Max love someone? Whom does Max love? Okay, so this is the basic difference. Whenever you want some information about the subject, you will use who, and when you want information about an object, you will use whom. Okay, so let's understand this thing in detail with some more examples. Who closed the window? So here the verb is closed and the object is the window, okay, because the action is being done upon the window, and here we want information about the subject, okay. Someone closed the window, so who closed the window? Next is who called me last time. So again, call is the verb and we want to know who is the doer of this action, okay. So who called me last night? Who is crying? All right, so somebody is doing this action, somebody is crying. So you want information about that somebody or that someone, okay. So again, who is crying? Who will deliver the speech? The action is deliver, this is the verb. And who will deliver the speech? This is the question word. Who is kind and gentle? So in this sentence there is no action, but we know that whenever there is no action in a sentence, then the one who we are talking about or what we are talking about is the subject, okay. So here who is kind and gentle? Someone is kind and gentle, so we want information about that person, okay. So who. So this way we use who when we want some information about the subject. Now next is whom. First is whom do you teach? Okay, so the answer is I teach her. Okay, I teach her. So I give you a very good trick to know where you can use who and where you can use whom. When you frame a question, think of an answer. Okay, and if the answer is him, her or them, then you will use whom. Otherwise you will use who. How? So here the question is whom do you teach? I teach her. Okay, so here it's her. Okay, so that means you will use whom. Now I teach her, so we have a subject and the verb is teach. This is the verb. Subject is there, the verb is there, and we want to know about the object. And we know that whom is used in place of an object. Okay, so that's why whom. Alright, now whom did you call? We called him. So this is, just be careful about this also, because you have to use whom according to the tense. This is in simple past, we called him, so whom did you call? Because we know that whenever we have to frame a question in simple past tense, we start a question with did. Okay, and in simple present tense, we start a question with do or does. With he, she, it, we use does, otherwise do. Okay, so that's why do you teach, did you call, okay, did you call him, did you call her? Okay, so whom did you call? Okay, now next is, so this is a little tricky, try to understand it. Okay, to whom will you talk? So here I am starting a sentence with to with a preposition. Okay, now the sentence is I will talk to someone. Again we need information about the object, because I is the doer. I will talk, I will do an action. Okay, I will talk to someone. So here we have a preposition. Okay, so we have to use this preposition as well in the question. Now to whom will you talk? This is the best way to frame this question. Okay, now you must have heard people saying who will you talk to or whom will you talk to. Yes, sometimes we end a sentence with a preposition, which is not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it is less formal. Okay, so now whenever you have to write a formal letter or a business letter or business presentation or any official work, this is the best option for you. Okay, start a sentence with a preposition rather than ending it with it. Okay, and then yes, if you want to use the preposition at the end, then use who, not whom. In that case you can use who, because this is a better option. Who will you talk to? Okay, to whom will you talk? This is formal. Who will you talk to? This is informal. So this way also you can frame a sentence, but this is the best way when you are having an informal conversation and you want to end the sentence with a preposition, then use who. Otherwise use the preposition at the first place. Don't use it at the end. Okay, so these are the rules, and just keep these things in mind and you will never ever have a problem with who or whom, because generally people don't use whom. Okay, they try to fit who everywhere because they do not have complete idea about whom. They don't know where to use it, how to use it, what is the right way to use this word. That's why they don't use it at all. Okay, so after this I'm sure that you'll be able to understand how and when to use these words, and it will help you a lot. Now we use who and whom at one more place. Let's talk about it. We use who and whom in relative clauses. I'm not going to get into relative clauses too much because I will make a separate video on that. Okay, but as of now what you have to understand is that relative clauses are the combination of sentences. Okay, and we use who and whom. How? Let's see. This is Jenny, one sentence, whom you met. Okay, so here we connect these two sentences with whom, okay, and this whom here is a relative pronoun, okay. We already have done relative pronoun. I have made a video also on that, pronoun and types of pronoun, okay. So if you have not watched that video, please watch it first, okay. Now relative pronoun are the words like that, who, whom, whose, sometimes, when, okay. So here we are talking about only two, who and whom, okay. So when we connect two sentences with a relative pronoun, so the sentence with a relative pronoun is called a relative clause, okay. So this is a relative clause, okay, and this is a relative pronoun, okay. Now this is Jenny, whom you met. So subject is you met someone, and the verb is meet here, okay. The action is meet and subject is you, so we need information about the object, and we know that whenever we need information about the object we use whom. That's why whom, okay. This is Jenny, whom you met at my house last year, okay. So this is the sentence. So this whole sentence is relative clause, okay. Now this is Max, with whom I went to the party. So this is a relative clause, okay, and with whom I went to the party. I went to the party, so I is the subject and the verb is go. Second form of go is went, it's simple past, okay. And again in this sentence we need information about the object, that's why we have used whom, and we have a preposition here, so we have used it before whom, okay. With whom I went to the party. Now you can make a sentence like, this is Max, who I went to the party with. So when you want to end a sentence with a preposition, then start it with who, not whom. That's a better idea, okay. So again this is a relative clause, okay. So this way you can use with whom, okay. One more thing I want to tell you here, like whenever we want to frame a question using these words whom or who, then the word order is like, whom did you go to the party? Whom did you go to the party? Okay, so this is a question. Did you go to the party? Whom did you go to the party? So this word, question word, comes first and then the interrogative form of the question. Okay, first verb and then you have the subject. Okay, so with whom did you go to the party? This way, because it's a question. But here we are not following that word order. Who I went to the party with. Who did I go to the party with? No, because this is not the question, this is a clause, this is a normal sentence. Okay, that's why you're not going to follow that particular word order. With whom I went to the party. Whom you met at my house last year. Whom did you meet at my house last year? No, that's incorrect. Okay, whom you met at my house last year, a normal sentence. Okay, now these are relative clauses. Now relative pronoun I have told you already. Okay, let's have some examples of relative pronoun. A boy who broke my chair. Okay, so we have a verb here. Okay, break is the verb and we already have an object in this sentence. Now what do we want to know? The subject. That's why we have used who here. The boy who broke my chair, who did this action. Okay, the people whom I love, the people who love me. Okay, so I love some people, so I am the doer. I want an object, I want information about an object, so the people whom I love, that's why whom will come here, and the people who love me. Okay, so here some people love me, I am the object. Here in this sentence I want some information about the people, okay, about someone, about the subject. That's why who, the people who love me. Okay, so this is the way you can easily differentiate between who and whom. I hope you all must have understood about who and whom. So let's practice. Dash wrote that beautiful story. Okay, so here just think of the answer. What will come here? Okay, Dash wrote that beautiful story. So someone wrote that beautiful story. So the verb is, this is the verb, and the object is, we have a verb, we have an object. Okay, so what will come here? What we are looking for? We are looking for a subject, and we will use who. Okay, who wrote that beautiful story? We want to know about the subject, so that's why we will use who. Now, for Dash are you buying these flowers? Okay, now what is the answer? Think of an answer. For Dash are you buying these flowers? I am buying these flowers for someone. Okay, so now that can be for her, for him, or for them. So we have these three probabilities, right? So when we have the answer him, her, and them, so what do we use? We use whom. For whom are you buying these flowers? Next is Dash told you the news. Okay, someone told you the news. So we have this verb and the object. Okay, this is a direct object, this is an indirect object. We have objects here, we have the verb. Now what are we looking for? The subject. Okay, so who told you the news? Dash are you talking about? We have the preposition in the end. Okay, and you are talking about something. Okay, someone. You are talking about someone, not something, because we use who and whom when we talk about people, not about things. Okay, so who are you talking about? Okay, because we are not using whom, however we want information about the object. Okay, but I told you when we have the preposition in the end, then we will use who, not whom. Okay, you can frame it like, about whom are you talking? About whom are you talking? Okay, next, to Dash are you talking? So to whom are you talking? I am talking to someone. Okay, think of an answer. I am talking to someone. I am talking to her. I am talking to him. I am talking to them. So when you have the answers him, her, them, we use whom. Okay. Next is the man Dash I met yesterday was nice. Okay, so here we have the subject I, because I am the doer, and the verb is meet. Okay, second form of meet is met. So this is the verb, this is the subject. Okay, so we have the subject, we have the verb. Now what are we looking for? We are looking for an object. Okay, we want information about the object. So what would we use? Whom. Okay, and the man whom I met him, I met her, I met them. Okay, so when the answer is him, her, and them, so we use whom. Okay, the girls Dash live in Delhi are kind and helpful. Okay, so we are talking about the subject here, not the object. Okay, the girls who live in Delhi, who do this action, okay, are kind and helpful. Okay, so that's why who will come here. So this way you use who and whom. I hope now it's clear to you. So please practice and keep watching my videos. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for watching my videos. If you find them helpful, please like and share with your friends. Feel free to leave comments. Do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive a notification for the new videos. Thank you, take care, and have a great day.